So this has recently become one of my favorite things to talk about, and it wasn't in the past, but it's definitely like, I think so important. When I was in school, I had my heart set on being a rockette. Heart set. That's what I was going to do. That was my passion. And very, very long emotional story short, I mean, I'd gone to all the intensives. I'd, trained nonstop for them. I'd gone in and out every summer. I'd auditioned many times because we do understand the reality that you've got to audition and try for things multiple times just to get your foot in the door and to, understand the environment. When I had moved to New York, so summer 2011, as much as I was doing this program at Broadway Dance Center with not an idea of what was to come, I was there training with a group. It was like 80 of us that got into this program. It was a lot of people. It was amazing, but it was kind of not easy to rise to the top, but I just did what I was told. I was told to check in. I was told to, connect with all the, and it was amazing. Like I was just taught, you do the work, and you keep doing the work. So it was really great. They were really supportive, and they knew that my passion and my focus was on Radio City. So I would miss certain seminars, certain meetings so that I could go. Radio City started this thing where they auditioned hundreds of us to be the 2 assistants that they used for all of these workshops, classes, conventions, camps, etc. You see where this is going. I auditioned. I made it with a friend of mine at the time. We were the first 2. We did all of this, kind of paved the way. Comes to May 2012, and this was the audition. It was okay, this is going to be it. I literally have trained nonstop. I've auditioned. I am the girl that is doing all of this. There's just no way. All of the rocks were so excited for me. I had been training privately. There was a group of 10 of us. We called ourselves the Platinum Cast. We had been training privately. That audition happens, a double turn and a bot ma, and I am typed out. Out. Cut. Done. All of the other girls that were in the Platinum Cast with me either all got the job or made it to the end. So all of that, and I was shook. I mean, I was like,
I don't even know what to say.
This is the bit. It was horrible. It was horrible. So I was like, if this is the field, is that you work your tail off or something to have a door slammed in your face. I mean, I don't know if I could do this. I left the city for about a weekend or a week, just got away. I have some family in Jersey, which was is a blessing. And I was like, what am I doing? Truly, by the grace of God, which I didn't see at the time, someone had reached out to me who is now one of my dearest friends and mentors and had seen me in class because I'd been taking classes nonstop at BDC without trying to get something out of it, but just training and working my tail off because I was so obsessed and focused with this other thing. If that door had not slammed in my face, but had gently cracked open, or maybe I'd gotten a call back, or maybe I made it the next round, I don't know where I would be today. But instead, because of that very painful slam, it projected me into this path of Broadway musical theater. I had always been singing. I obviously had been dancing nonstop. I didn't put everything together yet because I was so obsessed with this laser focus that I hadn't seen all these things start forming around me. And I just can't talk about that enough because it was horrible. I now live with someone who has been a rockette for 6 years. She's my best friend, and it's amazing. All of those girls take my class. But has it been a little bit of this? Absolutely. But is it so neat now to look and see, oh my goodness, that is an unbelievable thing that they do, and I love them all. They're wonderful. It is not what would fulfill me or make me happy. And I now see that. The most respect, the most admiration, again, but it just isn't what is for me. And I am so thankful that after still stuff that I'm trying to deal with, from the past, and not even that exactly, but just from the obsession, from all of
dance.
This, it's oh my, exactly. It's okay, I'm taking the time to now kind of rework how to rewire my brain and unlearn certain things about past trauma, about the business, while celebrating. I would be nowhere near where I am today. I would not be known. I would not be celebrated in what I'm doing. I would not have all of these irons in a fire during a pandemic, allowing me to thrive at a time like this.
Right.
But I love sharing that because it came from the biggest no. The biggest no. And then it's really cool, full circle. I think it was 3 to 4 years later, Mia Michaels was running the audition for Rocks. And I went in just so that I could walk in, do a bot ma, get cut, and go get a burrito and take a dance class and be fine. And the irony of that is that I actually made it to the end. It was 3 of us at the end of the day, measured, photographed, signed paperwork, but they ended up hiring no rookies that year So it was like a really cool blessing of closure to just be like, it was another audition, another gig, fierce job, great, but it just doesn't define me anymore when, oh my goodness, did it. So I love sharing that because that's why I came here.
There's so much there that, there is so many threads right there that are so, I hope women listeners go back and just listen to that story a multitude of times and start pulling on the threads that connect with them. Because everyone will have a different little thread that they pull out and then have to unpack for themselves. Why does that connect with them? Why am I tugging on that particular thread? And that door closing, because we do as humans get this idea in our head of whatever it is that we're supposed to be or do. And that can be something we self-impose or just something that's kind of in our environment. And that's all that we can see. And sometimes it has to be removed for us. Otherwise, we would never let it go. We would never let it go.